Hi, this is Dr. Bradbury back again. This time we're discussing the first pillar of lifestyle medicine, or the first pillar of your health, which is eating right, okay, nutrition. And under our framework, we talk about whole food, plant predominant meals. What that looks like is more plants, less animals, and eating things closer to their more raw, natural form. It means less sugar. It means being more mindful about how much you're eating. It means being present with your food. Okay, so let me talk. I've got my little cheat sheet here just so I can review and make sure I'm not missing anything. But let's talk about some key points of this. Okay, first off, what does whole food plant predominant mean? I kind of talked about it briefly already, but I just first like to address head on what is this veganism? Is this vegetarianism? The answer is no. There are people that live this way that don't eat meat, or the meat that they eat is incredibly rare, like maybe once a year or something like that. But in the majority of people that are eating this way that are doing well are actually eating meat maybe 4 or 5 times a month, like a once a week thing, like a special occasion, like Sunday dinner, right? Or a birthday or a party. But it's not the basis of their diet. One of the funny analogy I've heard is, think about one of the strongest land animals we have. What did we use to plow the West? We think of the oxen, and oxen are vegetarians. So the strongest animals didn't eat meat. So it's kind of funny. People get all up in arms about meat. I know it's a hot topic on social media right now. And the answer, and people say, well, how are you going to run without meat? Your body needs meat. I'd just answer and say, we have lots of people that do well without meat. Yes, there are people doing well with meat. That's great. The body's an amazing thing. It adapts. It runs well on meat. It's true. But it also runs well without meat. All I have to go off of is looking at populations around the world that have lived long, healthy lives. And in general, they eat less meat. They eat it maybe once a week, maybe twice a week. And the majority of their diet is these whole foods, whole grains, not processed foods. They eat a lot of herbs, they eat a lot of spices, they eat a lot of seeds, a lot of nuts, a lot of beans. So we just model ourselves off of them. There's always research out there arguing different points, but I just look at what people are doing that are actually alive still, that have been doing it for decades or hundreds of years. And these are the people we base these things off of. So if you're going to eat like this, it means cutting out a lot of sugary beverages. People don't realize fruit juice isn't healthy. It's just straight sugar. As soon as you take away the pulp and the meat from the fruit, you lose the health benefits. So it's a lot of sugar. So avoid juices. We know not to drink sodas, and we even diet sodas. They still have the artificial sweeteners that trigger metabolic processes in our body that help us keep weight on and make us want to eat more. So I say don't even drink the artificial sweetener beverages. Avoid those things. Other things to look out for is bread. White bread is in everything. Holy cow. It's in pizza. It's in hamburger buns. It's in every spaghetti, pasta, cracker, cookie, every treat you ever eat. It's in your cereal. So look out for the simple carbs. They're hiding in all sorts of breads. So aim toward more heavy, more whole, more hearty grains, okay? Whole wheat pasta, whole wheat bread. At the store, Dave's Killer Bread is pretty good. The Ezekiel 12:9 bread that you find in the freezer section is really good. Or you can just make it yourself at home. Get some whole wheat flour, or grind it yourself. And you know that bread, if you can make it with 5 ingredients or less, you know that bread is very healthy. So look into things like that. Pile on the vegetables. One of my favorite things to ask people is, first you bring up a picture of a large green salad and say, when was the last time you ate something that looked like that? And some people, you're shocked. You're like, oh, cool. I didn't know you ate like that every day. That's awesome. And other people, more commonly, I'd say, is their response is, it's been a minute. Okay, so let's see if we can increase the days that we get that big whole plate of salad in there. some other things to think about for you is, what would a SMART goal look like for your food? It would be, take that salad for instance. You could say, I'm going to be very specific. I am going to fill this specific bowl I have at my house with salad, and I am going to eat one of those at least twice a week. And I'm going to do that for a month and see how I feel. Another goal could be, I'm going to look at a list of good healthy foods, or I'm going to have this superfood shopping list. Say I'm going to look at this list and I'm going to pick 2 things on there. And every time I go to the grocery store, I'm going to buy at least 2 things from this list, so that those are at least in my house, increasing your chances of consuming them. So that's a whole food plant-based diet. And I look forward to discussing our next point with you in the next video. Thanks.